Greetings.
Yeah, get a
I used to steal cigarettes from my dad.
You're going to ride down onto the road, ride the road back to pass off the bike up.
How are your bikes doing? I might go one more time. Is that okay? Yeah, if you need any adjustments, let them know down there. They can help you out. Okay.
To do on these next 5 is let's practice this first lap like it's you getting ahead, because it's about a 2.5 minute lap. Okay. So you're going 2.5 minutes at a hard pace on this opening lap, and then the other 4 are not as hard as the first, but they're still faster than the last 5 you did. Let's try that and see how that feels. So you get accustomed to 2.5, 3 minutes, making sure you're ahead of the pack, then settling into a pace that you know you can hold for 40 minutes. And then from there, you're ahead of enough people, make it really difficult for them to pass you.
I feel better about it now that we did that at that gear. And I do think that first lap's going to be most important.
Yes.
Because by that point everybody's legs are heavy.
Yep.
And then everybody's going to settle in.
Yep.
Not too many like sticky spots. Like there's not too many spots that are going to be really grindy.
Like
There's more
this.
grind on this.
Okay, good then.
But the harder gear just makes way more sense, especially with the gravel, and then it's not as bad in the grass as I thought. Like, yeah, I was moving way better than what I did on the course.
Then that's really, really big win.
This is more bumpy.
More bumpy. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Huge. Okay.
And then this pace was better. Like I felt like I was moving.
Better, yeah.
And I'm just trying to think if it's gonna like transfer over well, but I think it will. Like if I can settle into that. Like my legs are burning, but I mean it's still doable to keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, yeah.
You're gonna get a flush every lap on the run too,
Right,
which you
that's
have to
true.
remember.
Yeah, that is true.
Or a break. You know, not an aerobic break, but a lactic break on your legs.
Right.
So what I think is when you start here, you're picking up the most speed from here to like that 5th white post on the fence. Then you kind of have to shift down to a lower gear because it starts to get tall grass, but you still kind of want to carry through there. Around that turn, it feels like the ground gets soft and hard on that really short grass. But what I was trying to do is kind of push through there and carry some momentum until I got to the bumpy parts, and there I'm like looking for little divots, standing, absorbing the divot, sit, paddle, 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 look for the next one, stand, absorb, paddle, paddle, paddle.
Yeah, I stood on that. I would go down even one more gear and then stand on that back part and just ride high on all the bumps. Yeah, I guess it feels good.
I feel like this is going to transfer really nicely to that course, and the fact that that's bumpier is good.
Yeah, I was riding like this is a better gear to be riding in. The other one was too light.
Okay.
When we did it earlier today.
When I'm dismounting.
Left foot down.
Yeah, I'm standing, left foot off, get off, up and over. That's what this is called. So hand here. Then when I go to mount, both hands, skip, find the seat, in the seat, That's it. But you found the pedal a little still. You don't have to find the pedal so soon.
Okay.
Just get onto the seat.
Okay.
All right, off here.
Now what? Just go the other way. This way. Turf shoe?
You get top building.
I wish they had a swing. That would be sick.
There's a front porch
Yeah.
swing.
Like when you can do an underdog.
Or like right off this branch right here.
Sounds like deer antler supplement, which is funny. Bucked up.
Zero
Did
sugar.
you
I'm
also
like a
get-
bucking rut.
Did you also get rice noodles? Are you making pad thai?
That's for tomorrow.
Oh.
That's like the same thing as your C4.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. No,
Yeah.
it is not, dude.
There's a little.
I don't think you would put that on the vlog, Will.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that out. I thought she was gonna get up and just go sit in your
I
chair.
thought that too.
Oh, perfect. We can use that.
Don't. Connor made these.
What's your experience like on the bike?
Bumpy.
Oh.
Literally.
Literally. It was fine. It was just I was in the wrong gear the entire time. So that made it harder than it needed to be.
Now you know.
Wait, on those bikes, like the one we rented, you guys rented,
Yeah.
you can't see the gear number. Is that the same way on those bikes?
Yeah, the gear's just on right here.
It's just feel.
Yeah. So we rented a bike and then practiced in the yard of the farm and found the right gear. So
you
now
feel
we're
good
set.
about it?
Now I feel better. Yeah. I did not feel good after the practice run.
And how they told you that it's just gonna be a mass start of all 40 together?
Mass start, but Boz leads us out past a gravel patch, and then once he passes the gravel patch, then we can take over, but we can't go ahead of him. So it's about 50 meters that we ride together.
You have to stay in your 4 lines.
No, as long as we don't pass Boz. But
That seems-
I wish I should fact check that.
You don't pass
That seems
go.
interesting.
I think it makes sense because then it's like nobody actually. It's just whoever's gonna get ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can't pass Boz, then it's like
But so we started in 4 lines of 10, and we have 50 meters to get out of our position to where we want to be before we pass pause.
so the people who are behind Boz can't really make up any position. They can just hold the front, put everybody in back.
Yeah, if they wanted to.
Those people are gonna wreck.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was the hardest part of the course?
Nothing was. There wasn't like super hard hills or anything. It was hard because I was in the wrong gear, so it was like over pedaling. The run was a bit of a recovery, and then
How was that one really tight gravel corner?
probably hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The corners are hard. They're tight, and I don't see many more than like 3 people. Like even I had one girl ahead of me, and she took the outside, and I took the inside, and then we're coming back together, and it's just very like it's gonna be interesting. But then when the guys were going, I think on Dave's thing, they were like one line, like they were much closer to each other
Yeah.
than at least what my heat was doing. I don't know. I'm just gonna try not to wreck and pedal hard.